Two Paulas in a row? What? I haven't played that intro in forever. I made that intro to this song, to the show, for a show I did years ago. And then we just repurposed it because that's what we do here at Pat's Pandemic Podcast. We recycle. Something like that. So, good morning. Got a bunch of good mornings on here. Let me hang this up. I gotta unhook some stuff. Wearing my headphones today. Hang on. I'll say good morning. How's everybody? Oh, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, we got Paula Scholl. Good morning. Paula Jack. Good morning. Kathleen Beckett Napier. Good morning. Betty Carlson. That's my aunt. Good morning. Karen Buzzard. That's my ma. Good morning. I tried to call you last night, and I don't know. Sounded like you guys threw the phone down the stairs or something. I don't know. Mark Carlson. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You feeling better? I'm assuming. Because you're on the interwebs. Probably looking for truck parts. Daniel Blake, good morning. Hey, were you at the show the other night, Dan? You didn't come up and say hi? That's okay. I mean, I took it personally, but whatever. It's all right. Gretchen Bishop, good morning. Mark, glad to hear you're doing good, buddy. So I am. Hey, what's happening there, fella?
Meep, moop. I am a robot.
Hey,
Meep, moop.
well,
Hello, everybody.
Well, can you send a robot message to maybe HR can bring me some more coffee?
HR, can you bring some coffee?
Well, you have to go up and ask. That's mom. HR's mom. He always wins. You know, he's on the show acting like a goofball robot, and everyone's like, JT's on the show. So great. I don't know if you guys saw my post. I think it was yesterday. So here in Columbus, Ohio, we have this thing called COSI. I can't remember what it means. Science Columbus, maybe. I should probably look that up. Dietering, I could use your help here. What's COSI mean?
Zaloop.
What's that? Center of Science and Industry. It's a Center of Science and Industry. That's what it stands for. It doesn't have Columbus in it at all.
HR has coffee.
Nice.
Meep,
Nice.
moop.
Great. Okay, here, you guys can have it back. I think you guys need it more than me. Yes, it's the Center of Science and Industry. I knew that. I know you guys knew that. But it's if you've never been, it's like a kids museum, but it's not. It's like industry and like how stuff is made. It's really cool. We've been going to it literally since my coworker was born. It's fantastic, and they do different exhibits from time to time. And this most recent one was they've been closed for almost 2 years at this point because of lockdown and pandemic stuff. So we were happy to go back and give them money. And it was the superhero one. It was the Marvel superheroes, and it was basically like this whole exhibit of like where they came from, pictures of all the guys that drew the great and invented a lot of the stuff, and then like original frames, and then obviously like props and like just a bunch of interactive stuff. You could sit down and get your picture taken with the Thing or whomever happened to be there. And then there was this a bunch of like the movie props from the Marvel movies, the crazy amount. Brian Fink, good morning, buddy. We are seeing you. By the way, congratulations on the back up and running. So but so anyways, we're wandering around. We went there on the opening day. It was Black Friday. We stupidly assumed nobody would be there, and it was packed. It it was still super fun, but it wasn't as fun as I would have preferred if it not being packed. Tammy Welker, walk up. How are you? I missed you. I haven't seen your face in like 200 years. You haven't aged. I have. So, anyways, so there was like a staff photographer wandering around. Well, Brian, good to see you. I'm back on this side of it, my friend. There was a staff photographer taking pictures. You know, like, can we take a picture? Blah blah blah. I'm always awake. Like it sucks how early I wake up now. Like I tried really hard to sleep in today. No go. No bueno. So anyways, so then in the Dylan, good morning. As we're wandering around, like, oh, can we take a picture? Blah blah blah. Sure. And then in the email that went out for this month of the come to the Marvel exhibit, there's my coworker. Scott, can you pull it up? It's on both. Can you put it in there? Did I wake you up, Scott? I'm sorry. Ruthie, good morning. The original location. I don't know what the original location is. Is it always not been there? I don't know. I don't know these things. Scott's apparently getting, I don't know, another cup of coffee or something. You know, when we did this show every day, he was pretty snappy. He was sharp. Now, you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing a lot of excuses. That's what I'm hearing. Hey, happy holidays to you, Tyler Swedberg from way up north, Wisconsin area. You guys got yourselves a football team up there. Looking good. Looks like you're going to do something good this year. Clay Gold, good morning. Right, Phil. Scott, you had one job. There we go. So that is my coworker at the Marvel exhibit. Behind him are the Iron Man exhibits, and he is in his most Iron Man pose. And apparently it went over well. I reached out to Robert Downey Jr. and the Marvel Universe via a hashtag. I'm sure something cool is going to happen with that. So I've been Ferrari shopping. So that's as good as it gets. So Nancy, good morning. Good to have you on the show. And Kathleen on East High Street. Oh. I didn't know where it was at. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, here's the original version. Yeah, every day, live show. It's great.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, thanks. What's that? I can't even see what that is. I don't know what are you showing me? Matt Atkins, good morning, my friend. So I can't. It's too small for me, Scott. I don't even with my readers. Hold on, let me switch. Let me switch to my more. Can you see up my nose at all? Yeah, I don't know what it is. Doesn't look very original to me. Carrie, yes. JT says hello. Pam, he's not. He is really. No, he's a good kid. Steve Dietering, good morning. Good to have you on the show, my friend. How has the year treated you? You look great as always. In the old musical empathy, okay. Yeah. Bob Dewey. Good morning, Bob. Bob, you look fantastic. How's your sausage tip? I mean, it seems like a thing that we should be asking. Anyways, so in typical PPP Productions form, we are coming into the telethon wings on fire, hoping we can oh good, you're making sawdust. Excellent. Hoping we can pull something off that's pretty cool. Got a lot of plates spinning, and hopefully some things work out that are pretty cool. Starting to line up some people that are going to sing some songs and say some hellos. If you were on the show last year and you haven't heard from me, it's not because I haven't reached out, because I haven't. I'm working on it now. So Julia's bike. Yes, we are going to buy 1 bike, 2 bike, 10 bike, 2 million bikes. I don't know. Really, I think that the sky's the limit on how many bikes we can purchase. It's going to be pretty sweet, if I'm being honest. We're going to have a couple of different ways. All the bikes. We're going to try to buy all the bikes. We're going to try a couple of different new things this year from a production standpoint to make the show sound better. Like, it was okay. I watched it last year. I watched it afterwards, a few months later. And the only thing I would have liked it is if the sound quality was a little bit better. That's me. I like stuff to sound more gooder. You know, I like using English. And so we're trying a few different things this year. We'll see how it's going to work out. We're gonna be phoning some people in. We're gonna try some live stuff, and then we're gonna do some video stuff. And we're just kind of moving it around. It's also a much shorter show this year. We're only doing 90 minutes, so keep on. I haven't even asked for a corporate sponsor yet. If anyone is interested, reach out to me. I'm very loose with my what it takes. There's no problem. One of our sponsors of the show is going to be Collins Coffee, and everything else is sort of like we're moving them around to see what happens. So if anybody has too much bread, an EV RE20 mic. Well, geez, Bob, where can I get one of those? I don't have good eyebrow movement. Well, that wasn't bad. Where can I get one of those, Bob? EV RE20. Everyone says I should be getting the SM7, the podcast mic. Loosey-goosey. You know me so well, Tammy. I'm a loosey-goosey. So let's see. In other news, sad news, last week I told you our beloved Seamus was sick and not going to do well. And he unfortunately, and I don't say unfortunately, he lived such an incredibly long life. Our beautiful cat was 18, and he has moved on to greener pastures. He's had enough. And too much Botox? I mean, how do you have a crease like this? All right, look at that, Phil. See, Bob, that's all I'm asking for is free stuff. I'll take you up on that. I mean, I've always just heard the SM7 for what I do is more apt to be more betterer, but the RE20, I have zero experience with that one. So Seamus has left us, but this was new to me, but we had him cremated, and probably, I'll prefer that stuff. Yeah, if you want to run that, Scott, that's cool. And yesterday his ashes got delivered, and well, what if you do both, Steve? Steve says that real men don't drink, they drink black coffee, and not chai tea. Well, what I'm going to try today, and there's a picture of my beloved, that's Seamus the cat, and that's the coworker right there. That would have been October of 13, and that's Seamus and me when I looked so much younger. But I mean, that was probably 2007-ish, and that's probably 2010. It's the old "if it fits, it sits." That's Seamus just by a window, looking awesome. He had a good scowl to him. He was pretty good at giving you the look. We got any more? Was that it? That was it. All right. So what I'm going to try today, I got to run an errand here in a second. You're not wrong, Pam. I think they leave after they've had enough, though. I appreciate they're like, I'm done. Can't take it. So what I'm going to try today, when I leave here, I'm going to drive straight to a coffee preparing spot, and I'm going to get a dirty chai latte. Now I'm going to get almond milk because I don't really like dairy that much. So I'm going to get, I've never ordered anything like this at all. I'm going to have to practice it, but a dirty chai latte, or a dirty 2-shot chai latte almond milk. I know. The 2-shot means 2 shots of espresso. So 2 shots of espresso, some chai, and a latte. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to me. It's a crazy world. It's a crazy world. So John, are you watching? Because if not, I'll call you shortly. All good. There we go. There it goes. Mr. Gear. I have no idea what I was saying. Oh, I'm gonna try the dirty chai latte, and we'll see how this goes. And I don't know. I've never. See, here I am, not even a few days without Seamus, and I'm completely falling apart. So there you go. That's life. But also, Steve, I think if you guzzle a pot, half a pot at least of regular coffee before you do the chai latte, I think you're still somewhere around there. And then we'll see how it goes. Jess Cartwright, good morning. And another thought. There we go. Well, that's what I was about to do. I was about to say, so the bike-a-thon is going to be Tuesday. I would really have wished I was doing more promotion on it. I've got some cross promotion going to be happening. But I'll do. You know, I'm a pinky raiser. You know that. But it's going to be Tuesday, 7 p.m. ish. We're going to be at a remote location. It's not even going to be shot here, which is new. I don't know have we ever done the show anywhere else? Maybe one. Well, we tried from my parents' house, from the front porch, and then we shot that little scene at Sheets, but that wasn't live. So we're gonna do it. We'll be in a different location. Who knows? You know, who knows? Well, I think last year we got so unbelievably lucky, like unbelievably lucky, that everything went the way it should. It's crazy, but you know, it's for the right thing. And you know, when you get oh, I'm listening. I know exactly that mic. Great. Now I'm gonna have to buy a new mic. Anybody? Oh, I'll find one. What else? Okay. So yeah, so we're gonna have various guests. It's 90 minutes this time, so it's gonna be, I mean, ish. And we're gonna run 7-ish to 8:30-ish. It'll be the same bike trip with Steve. I don't know what that means. Good morning, Sue. How are you? We are do this. It'll be the similar setup of the portal. Like there'll be no donations gone directly through me. It'll go to just directly to Christopher's Promise portal. So you don't have to worry about me buying new comic books or guitars. I'm rusty. Which that is a new guitar, by the way. I pretty much like it a lot. To Guild Starfire. Oh, the bike trip with Mr. Steve. Right. The day I was going up 17 no, what was it? It was, how many miles was it? Was it like 24 miles uphill? That sucked. It sucked. So funny story. My day job, I work with a couple of different people remotely, and one of the guys is Canadian, and he's a cyclist. And we were talking yesterday. We had some downtime while something was going on, and we were talking about bikes, and I told him about the trip, and he said he wanted to come to America and try one of the big long rides, and I told him about that one, and he looked it up. He goes, "There's no climbs." I'm like, "There's one day. It's a kind of a big climb," and he's like, "There's no, but it's barely." He's like, "It's barely any incline," and I'm like, "He's too much of a hardcore guy." Like he's like, that's too easy, too easy. Me, that's awful. But I would do it again. Probably gonna do it again. If not this summer, definitely next summer. I mean, that's about it. I'm going to try to get some Christmas lights up today. I'm going to try to reach out to everybody involved in the show. It's so last minute. I understand if there's people that can't be involved in it this year. It's going to be great no matter what. Multiple locations, multiple guests. You never know what's going to happen. All that kind of stuff. So, it might end up being a Christmas miracle of some kind. You just never know. But anyways, that all being said, I don't Scott, is there anything we didn't touch on? Tell him what time the show is. He's asleep again. Steve, what's up with your kid? So we're gonna do some software upgrades and try to make this thing a little more fancier, more fanciest. It's gonna be the most fanciest thrown together podcast show telethon for a good cause ever. You know, so that day will just be a flurry of activities. It's just going to be like, and we don't have the free time that we had last time. It's always an ish. I can't promise that everyone understands buzzard time because I would like to just put 7:00 buzzard time, and I don't know who to write a letter to make that something official, but buzzard time is ish. So. That's a good one, Steve. That was good. I don't know if you guys remember, I was working on solving my Rubik's Cube last year. This is as far as I've gotten. I'm pretty pleased with that row right there. Got those three together. And then look at this. Like, it's freaking great. Like, this thing's almost solved. Because I think once you get one side, then the other ones, they kind of line up automatically or something like that. So, it should be great. This was the worst, for me, Christmas present that I begged for. This would have been probably, I don't know, 84-ish, something like that these came out. And I'm like, I gotta have it. It'll be easy. And the first thing I did, get it out of the box. I was like, yes. And I just like I just immediately mixed it up. And I'm like, there we go. Now I'm gonna solve it. Nope. And if you're from the G1 first generation, not solved since 1984. There you go, dude. Because I had to tear this thing apart multiple times. I actually got better at tearing it apart than solving it. And then I was watching the YouTubes, and the YouTubes are like, there's a what do you call it? An algorithm that if you just keep doing the same sequence over and over again, it'll eventually solve itself. I've never, I don't think I've ever finished the Fibonacci sequence there. So, okay. So the DNB is definitely not going to play. At least they're not booked, so they probably won't play. That's the goal. Your time is 10 minutes late. Yeah, that's straight time. There's nothing wrong with that. Pam, we will not be doing a public portion this year. I really was hoping to do it that way this year. And it just didn't work out this year. Now, that being said, I wasn't, if you missed the last couple shows on Saturday mornings only, you're not missing, like, I'm not doing a daily show. So just if you're just kept coming up to speed, I haven't been doing a daily show and will not be. I just don't have the time in the day anymore. I wasn't even sure I was going to do the show anymore. The telethon. We had an amazing thing that we did, but I just didn't know if there was enough time on the plate to get it done, to do it correctly. And as it turns out, if you don't worry about doing it correctly, there's time. So, so here we are. We're going to give it a try. But what this year proved to me is not just me. This meant a lot to you guys and everybody that was involved. So this is the first official announcement. I might have said it in the last two shows, but I don't remember because it's early. But this is now an annual event. And we will be doing this every year in some way, shape, or form. My ultimate goal would be to be doing it in like a small venue, or a large venue, to be honest. But that's a lot more work involved, and I've got to make some. I've got to be more legit as far as, like, I need to be an official charity. I'm pretty sure. I think that's how that has to work. So, because I don't want to pay for nothing. So if you own a venue and you want to be part of Pat's Pandemic Podcast, third annual telethon. Could be cool. A living room, if it's a good living room, that's the way we would do it. But it's a like, I want a space where I don't want to have a whole bunch of budget tied up in a space, so we're not giving the money towards bikes and stuff. So that's the goal. We'll see where it goes. Horseshoe's probably available. They generally aren't playing games there on Tuesday nights in general, let alone in December. So you guys are fantastic. I got stuff I got to do. I've got to call people. We can pay free fitty, as they say. Yeah, I got to reach out to people. I got to get people on the show because currently it's just me, and I don't want to do 90-minute show. I'm too old for that stuff. Jennifer, I will let you know. You just never know. I need lots of help. As everyone knows. You guys are fantastic. I love every darn one of you. Bob Dewey, I love you. It was great, by the way. I got to see Mr. Bob Dewey this summer doing his thing, and I got to be doing my thing, and Scott was there taking photographs and all kinds of stuff. It was great to kind of knuckle bump and be like, hey, remember when we used to play loud music in places? I know, Jennifer. If you had some, I was going to take some out mental health, but we're all good. Well, hey, everybody, I got to roll. I love every darn one of you, even you.